I have no problem with people getting stuff for free. It's just people are getting rich, and it's not that people are actually providing content for the internet. It's Apple that's getting rich. It's the telecom giants who are getting rich. It's Samsung that's getting rich. It's everybody but the people who are making stuff. Years ago, we were earning twice to 3 times as much as we are right now. People stopped selling records, and all of a sudden, everyone decided to go on the road. So there's a lot more competition out there. If you live in any mid to large city in North America or Europe, it's a bounty, you know, like pretty much every other night of the week, there's an out-of-town band coming through that you could go see. Because there's so much competition now, you're getting more and more screwed at the end of the night because they can get away with it. You know, it's like you're not a scarce resource anymore, a band that could fill that hall. There are tons of bands that could fill that hall. It feels like the last days of vaudeville out there.
Hey, 1, 2, check, 1, 2.
I'm super worried all the time. I mean, what else would I do? I mean, my resume right now would be as if I just got out of prison. Hey, what are you doing?
It's right here. We can get our supper right here.
Are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That makes sense. That's different than being a destination in Montreal for her, because that would be a little bit like... I'm so proud of my whole band for being so great with him and easy with him. I feel so unbelievably, like, down on my knees lucky that I get to keep doing what I'm doing. There you
are. I really don't know if I can keep it going. I want to have some normalcy, you know? Just a little something, a little normalcy. I would love to have children, but I don't think that's going to happen for me, so I would love to have a dog. I can't even have a dog right now. Men are able to stick with it for longer because they are not having the children. And that's what I've seen. Yeah. I've seen it all across the board. When women, at least in the music that I'm playing, start their families, they have to take a step back. And the men go on tour and they do all these things and they can have, 12 kids because they've got their wife or girlfriend or, what have you, the mother of their children, taking care of the basics. And for what I do, if I have children, I'd have to stop playing. I would actually have to get a job because for what I do, I can barely support myself. Sometimes I look at biographies of like famous opera singers and and I've always looked up to women in rock because they're more, but you look at them and you realize, oh, she didn't have any children. She didn't have a family. I watched my mother try to raise 3 children almost by herself. And so to see that and go like, wow. And she never had time to do anything for herself and yet was able to be so selfless and giving. And that's what mothers do. And I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. I don't have it in me because the work takes so much. I give so much to the work. I know what it feels like to be loved by a mother, and it's so powerful, knowing what and understanding that not all children get that. And I'm still feeding off of that so many years, later. So it's just.
I'm gonna cry now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cry too. Can we stop?
Yeah. Are you gonna have a nice sleep?
Have a bad sleep.
You're gonna have a bad sleep?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that. Why are you gonna have a bad sleep?
Because I see killy things.
Sweet Pea, it's time to lie down. Okay?
Can you listen to Daddy?
I'm a cat.
You're a cat.
Yeah?
What sound does a cat make?
Meow meow.
That's right.
You're a dog.
Woof.
Cats don't like that sound.
Ezras don't like that sound either.
I'm a cat. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
You have to be 1,000% on the side of humanity once you have a kid. You're like rooting for the home team like you never had before. I flopped you down like yes. Which is a big adjustment. That's a heavy adjustment. For me, that was the hardest thing. Is having to like get rid of a lot of my own cynicism, you know? You have to be like, no, things have to change. Things have to get better because this little innocent creature has to grow up into a world that's better than the one he was born into.
All right, I'm gonna put night guard on. You ready? It is time.
I couldn't imagine a better birthday to here with you guys.
What you? Drink.
Cheers.
You don't want to.
Something. Ciao, ciao. One more cheers, buddy?
Thanks.
Amber. Yay. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah.
Everybody in the bus.
That's right. It never happens. I don't want things to end. You know, now I want to bring Ezra everywhere and I want to go on tour with him. I just want to work. I just want to do it. I just want to do it while we can, because who knows how long we can do it.
Half my brain now what's occupied with the hustle, you know? I'm on the hustle all the time. I'm just always like, what's the next gig? You know, like when's the next tour? Every other tour, our booker will come out and say, you know, if you raised your ticket price by $3, you'd make this much more on the tour, you know, and you know, we say, yeah, we know. It's obscene what people charge for shows these days. It's not right, especially when people have to work so hard for $50. It's never gonna be right.
Okay. Where's your band?
Oh, way over there.
Okay, go for it.
Call a piggy, call a piggy, call a piggy. I called a piggy.
I'm just looking for the plug.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the plug.
What are you looking for?
There used to be a part of my life where I did playing with other people and in other projects and for other people's records, and I really haven't gotten a phone call for that since Ezra was born.
Ez, is that my hairbrush?
No,
Is it your hairbrush?
it's boring. It's boring.
It's boring?
Yeah.
Why is it boring?
For Ezra, I want a sibling. I do think about that a lot. I had a conversation with Dave, actually, while we were on tour. He's sort of like, yeah, I could imagine. There's Ezra and there's another one. He could actually...
On tour?
Yeah.
I could imagine it too. I kind of understand why you want to prepare yourself for having to not be able to do it, but I also feel like maybe you shouldn't.
You might be doing the opposite.
I think you should be doing the opposite.
I can't imagine him not having somebody to make fun of his parents with, you know? Like, that's such a crucial aspect, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow on it, okay?
I'm gonna blow on it. I'm gonna blow on it.
Because it can help me feel better.
Ezra, here's some corn.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we going to eat 2 cup on the corn?
Are we gonna eat 2 corn on the cobs?
Yeah.
Well, first you can eat 1, and then you eat the rest of your supper, and then you can eat another one.
Why?
Because that's how it works. There was a lot of people on the street that wouldn't normally be on the street protesting for the first time. And that's a beautiful thing. It's like a momentary glimpse of what it could be like when you can know your neighbors, when we all march together.
We've been going with Ezra to the park at the end of our street at 8 p.m. every night. I guess there's going to be a whole generation of kids raised in this ridiculous, neglected jewel of a town will have fuzzy memories about the month they got to go to the park that one summertime, when all the grown-ups were making noise with